Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tarble Arena for tonight's men's basketball game between North Central College and Carthage College. The NCAA promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. The NCAA and the CCIW thank you for your cooperation. And now, please direct your attention to the American flag located at the north end of the arena. It draped the coffin of Captain Frank Vavrin, a former Carthage student who died in Vietnam in 1970. The flag is a gift to the college from his parents. In remembering Captain Vavrin, we pay tribute to all who have sacrificed their lives for our country and honor those who today put themselves in harm's way in service to America. And now at this time, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups for tonight's game between the 4-2 North Central Cardinals and your 5-0 Carthage College Redmen. First, let's meet the Cardinals. Starting at guard, a 6'3" senior from Freeport, Illinois, number 11, Aiden Chang. At guard, a 6'4" junior from Naperville, Illinois, number 24, Blaze Meredith. At forward, a 6'5" senior from Romeoville, Illinois, number 30, Matt Capoletti. At forward, a 6'6" senior from Plainfield, Illinois, number 32, Connor Raridan. And at guard, a 6'4" junior from Newark, Illinois, number 40, Will Clausel. The head coach of the Cardinals is Todd Raridan. He's assisted by Vince Comic, Dijon Knight, and graduate assistant coach Thomas Kof. And now, are you ready?
18th ranked North Central. Let's head downstairs. Starting lineups for the Carthage Redmen.
Get loud for me, hands in the crowd, we tearing it down. Heart of a lion, fire inside me blaze like a siren. Why would you try it? Wake up the beast, no I can't keep silent. I put my time in, now it's my time, your time is expiring. Hands in the crowd, we tearing it down. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Get loud for me. Hands in the crowd, we tearing it down. Get loud for me.
And now, introducing your Carthage College Redmen! At center, a 6'11" junior from Notre Dame College Prep, hailing from Chicago, Illinois, number 34, Sean Johnson! At forward, a 6'5" senior from Zion Bend High School in Zion, Illinois, number 24, Keenan Baltimore! At center, a 6'11" senior from Maine South High School, hailing from Park Ridge, Illinois, number 54, Brad Perry. At guard, a 6'2" senior from Niles North High School, hailing from Chicago, Illinois, number 3, Krishan Cook. And at guard, a 6'4" senior from Downers Grove North High School in Downers Grove, Illinois, number 21, Jordan Kidrowski. The head coach for the Redmen is Bosco Jurkovic. Coach Jurkovic is assisted by Steve Jurkovic, Quincy French, Dennis Coleman, and Marlon Sr. The officials for tonight's game are Tariq Lucas, Donnie Olson, and John Lazo.
Went over to Kalamazoo, Michigan, defeated Olivet and Kalamazoo last weekend. Cardinals in the all red, red jerseys, red shorts, white numerals. Carthage all white, white jerseys, white shorts, red numerals. Jumping center. Capoletti and Johnson, opening tip brought down by the Cardinals. They'll work it right to left as we open up tonight. We'll see a little zone here for the Redmen, a 2-3 zone. We talked to Bosco before the game. He said he would play some of this tonight, see how it works. So far, so good. Shot going up, no good by Connor Reardon. Rebound cleared out by the Redmen as Cook will bring it down. Cook hands it off to Johnson, back up top to Perry, around to Kudrowski on the left side. Man-to-man defense here for the Cardinals to start this offensive set for the Redmen. Johnson low right, working the right block, double team. Throws it back across to Kudrowski, driving in left side, floats in the paint, hits with a running one-hander. Jordan Kudrowski able to take that one. Little floater in the paint that time with the one hand, 2-0 Redmen. Again, Carthage in a 2-3 zone here to open up the ball game. In the near corner, left side, Capoletti. Through the paint, they kick it back out. Reardon around to Capoletti again. Matt Capoletti dumps it back out. Aiden Chang with it. Works it back to Capoletti. Now into Connor Reardon. Across the court it goes for the three and in. Off the right side, Blaze Meredith, the 6'4 junior out of Neuqua Valley, responds with a triple. 3-2 North Central. Now Johnson low right, turnaround shot going up right side, soft touch going in. Took that one over Will Clausel that time on the mismatch. Clausel coming down on the right block trying to defend Johnson. Able to put up that short jumper off the baseline. 4-3 Redmen, just underway, minute and a half here in Kenosha. Clausel now, turnaround shot, off the glass, no good. Rebound inside, Cook had it. Tried to take it away from Reardon. Held ball to go to Carthage. So the tie-up, possession arrow, Redmen. They will bring it in. Full court. Cook will walk it across midcourt. Redmen, number one scoring team in the conference through the non-conference part of the schedule, averaging 95 points a game. Perry, turnaround shot from the left block, won't go. Meredith with the rebound. Blaze Meredith will push it up. Meredith across midcourt, fake the three. Now works it inside, back out it goes. Aiden Chang for the three off the left wing, knocks it down. Both their buckets coming from long distance. It is a 6-4 North Central lead. Cardinals average almost 9 3-pointers per game. Redmen 7 from long distance per contest. Kudrowski now working the dribble between the circles, swings it off to Baltimore. Lob inside right, it goes to Perry. Skip pass, left corner, it goes to Cook, driving left corner, back out to Kudrowski, left wing three, good for Kudrowski off the feed from Krishan Cook. That's one of the things, too, that Redmond are good at this year has been the assists. They are number 1 in the conference in assists, 21 per game. 7-6 Redmond, 3 minutes in. Meredith, bounce feed. Clausel down low to Reardon, unable to finish. Ball tipped out of bounds. We got a whistle foul. Connor Reardon going over the back of Keenan Baltimore commits the foul. They were both going for that rebound. Baltimore with position underneath. Foul on Reardon. 7-6, 3 minutes in. Big ball game tonight. A couple other big games going on tonight. Wheaton at Illinois Wesleyan. Elmhurst at 6-0. They're at Milliken tonight. We'll keep an eye on both of those ball games this evening. Perry now left side. Right corner pass to all alone Krishan Cook. He dumps it in from long distance. The corner three for Krishan Cook. 10-6, largest lead at 4 for the Redmen. Chang with it up top to Meredith, right wing. Bounce feed inside. Reardon able to sneak inside the zone, finish at the basket. Connor Reardon, his first points tonight. 10-8, Redmond by 2. Cook will run point now for the Redmen. Gets it off to Kudrowski, guarded by Meredith. Kudrowski now through the paint. Scoop shot off the glass and in. Well, we saw that one late in the ball game against Oshkosh a couple of weeks ago. That same move from left to right, going up with the right hand off the glass. 12-8 Redmond. Chang now driving in to the free throw line, backs it off. Gets it back out to Capoletti. Out of Reardon to Clausel. Clausel back to Reardon. Free throw line jumper. Back iron miss. Johnson with the rebound. He'll clear it out to Cook. Cook across midcourt down the right side. Backs it off on the dribble. Now will set it up. Between the circles is Cook. Swings it left side Baltimore. Gets a screen from Perry. Now dumps it into Perry. Below the arc. Back up top to Johnson. Around the right side to Cook. Using Johnson's screen. Swings it back to Kudrowski. Now inside right block. Johnson. Back out to Cook. Double team. He'll still fire, and he'll hit. Double team that time as they flash both Reardon and Chang at Cook. Able to drop in the triple. The lead to 7, 15-8. Now a steal by Cook. Cook coming down the left side. Up over Aiden Chang and walk with the basketball. Took the extra step. He was bumped. Bosco out on the floor looking for a foul. Not going to get the call. But nonetheless, a steal for Krishan Cook. Showing his ability there. Again, one of the things Redmond are good at. And there's another one by Cook. Stolen at midcourt. He'll take it down the right side. Lay it up and in over Meredith as both players take a tumble. Timeout, North Central. 9-point lead here for the Redmen. A 6-0 run. And they built this out to 9, 17-8 with 14:50 to play. Redmond 7 of 8 on the floor so far. North Central 3 for 7. Redmond have hit all 3 of their 3-pointers thus far. The Cardinals 2 for 3. Rebounding. Redmond with a 4-1 advantage, and that will be a key stat to keep an eye on tonight. The team that wins this rebounding battle tonight will be the team in the victory column. Redmond coming in, leading the conference in rebounding at 44 per game. Carthage a +8 on the boards. Right behind them, North Central. A little better than +6 on the glass so far this season. Same 5 for each squad following the North Central timeout as the Cardinals bring it up from the backcourt. Capoletti tied up at midcourt. Got the 5-second count, got it off to Chang. Bounce feed to Clausel. Back inside to Capoletti. Back out to Blaze Meredith. Now to Capoletti again. Now to Reardon. Back to Meredith. Skip pass. Kick back out. Capoletti for 3 right side. Rattles out. No good. Kept alive by Johnson. Pulled down by Perry. 5-1 advantage on the glass for the Redmen. Now Baltimore with it. Bounce feed to Johnson. Low left. Guarded by Reardon. Backing Reardon on the left block. Turns. Shooting. Rims out. Good shot selection that time by Johnson. Just did not get the bounce. Back come the Cardinals the other way. Meredith gives it off to Capoletti. Down low it goes. Cut off. Back out to Meredith for 3. Back iron miss. Long rebound. Whistle and a foul. It's going to go on the Cardinals and Will Clausel. Went over the back of Perry that time. Clausel with the foul, second team foul on North Central. Substitutions for the Cardinals as Aaron Jones will check in, replacing Chang. Also coming in, Michael Pollock, the 6'3 junior out of Northern Michigan University. Carthage making a sub. Brad Perry out. Bulatovich in. Philip Bulatovich, the 6'5 freshman, on the floor right now for the Redmen. Johnson now, 10-footer left side, good. Redmen add to their lead now. Carthage on a 9-0 run here. 19-8 Carthage, 13 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Working the dribble is Jones. Gets it off to Connor Reardon. Reardon, bothered by Johnson, gives it off to Meredith. Trying to drive, lost the dribble, stolen by Bulatovich. Gives it up to Kodrowski, coming down the right side, off the glass and in. Was looking for the bump, could not get it. An 11-0 run. Timeout, North Central. 21-8, Carthage up by 13 with 13:09 to play here in this first half. A red-hot Redmen team, 8 for 10 now off the floor, including that basket. Carthage now with 3 steals, 5 turnovers committed by North Central, 3 steals by the Redmen. Carthage in the national rankings ranked 21st this week, sneaking into the top 25 by D3Hoops.com. First visit in the top 25 since December of 2010 for the Redmen. They have done it by way of that huge victory here at home a couple of weeks back over UW-Oshkosh. The only 2 losses for North Central coming in was that season opening loss at home to Oshkosh, 76-66, and they lost to Benedictine at home, 56-49, back on November 26th. Those are their only 2 losses. Redmen on the tail end of starting 7 of their first 8 here at home. They'll have a road game Saturday at Illinois Wesleyan, and then back home the following Saturday hosting Alma. 21-8 Carthage, 7 minutes in. Aaron Jones with the dribble. Gets it to Clausel. Now works it off to Michael Pollock. Back to Jones. Jones working on Cook. To Pollock again. Pollock slides off. Johnson bothering him with his length. Tried to work it inside. Stolen by Baltimore. Stepped right in front of Clausel that time. Gives it off to Cook. We got a collision inside. We got a foul as Jones and Baltimore collided inside. I believe the foul is going to go on Jones here. Nope, it's going to go on Baltimore on the offensive foul. As he made the dish, he ran over Jones, and Baltimore with the foul, his first. First team foul on the Redmen. North Central going over 4.5 minutes now without a hoop. 11-0 run here by Carthage. Jones working the dribble. Johnson fell down. Jones will fire the 3, in and out, no good. Collision inside as Clausel came away with the rebound, and the foul called on the Redmen. Baltimore picking up his second quick foul here. He will come off. Preston Laquetta will check in now, the 6'5 senior out of Concord, Michigan. Laquetta's role coming off the bench this year. He needed these 10 days here to get back into playing shape as he comes in driving hard. Clausel missing the shot, picked up inside by Reardon, dumps it back out to Clausel. Now over to Capoletti. Capoletti cut off in there and stolen away by Kodrowski out of bounds. Nice defensive work that time by Kodrowski to strip Capoletti of that basketball. 7 to shoot here for North Central. They get it into Capoletti. Now to Reardon. Reardon backing down, shooting over Kodrowski. Short. Pulled in by Laquetta. Good job by Kodrowski all the way around on that last possession. He'll get the return pass here on the left side. Loops it down to Johnson. He'll flush it home left side. Two-hand rim rock and jam for Sean Johnson. 13-0 run, 23-8 Redmond. 11:35 to go here in this first half. Pollock now works it inside, and the finish by Matt Capoletti. First 2 points for Capoletti tonight. That ends the scoring drought. Nearly 5 minutes without a field goal. 23-10, Redmond in front. Laquetta, deep three, on the way and good. Right over Reardon, who had a hand in his face, and Laquetta flushed it down top of the circle. Redmond now 4 for 4 from long distance. They average about 7 made threes per game. Reardon from the left side, that won't fall. Cook, long pass, looking for Kodrowski. Comes up with it in the corner. Works it down inside to Bulatovic. He'll finish low right. Way to keep that one alive by Kodrowski as he was double teamed in the left corner. Somehow kept it alive. Found Bulatovic all alone, low right for the finish. 18-point Redmond lead. Jones, step back three over Laquetta. Crawls off, no good. Cook with the rebound. He's looking to run. Cook across midcourt. Cook coming down. Well, lay it in. The finger roll. Another timeout by North Central. They've burned 3 here in the first half. The lead out to 20. We'll take a break. 10:26 to go here in the first half. 30-10 Redmond on AM 1050 WLIP. Play resuming here. Michael Pollock able to hit the jumper. 30-12 Redmond. Carthage on a 24-6 run here. Lead it 30-12. Under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Redmond looking to run it to 6-0. Kodrowski, three-pointer, back rim miss. First miss from long distance for the Redmond tonight. Now Pollock works it off into the corner. 3 on the way, put up that time by Capoletti, no good. Offensive rebound to North Central and Reardon. Back out to Pollock for 3. That's off the heel, no good. Kodrowski able to get the board for the Redmond. Carthage now a 10-6 advantage on the glass. They lead by 18. TJ Best in there now for the Redmond, along with Laquetta, Johnson, Kodrowski, and Bulatovic. Bulatovic low left, goes up and over and got called for the walk. Got bumped off his spot a couple of times by Michael Pollock, no foul call. And Bulatovic not getting the benefit there, the little bump. So the Cardinals will bring it up. It's been all Redmond here. 81%, 13 of 16 so far. Cardinals 5 for 18, including just 2 for 9 at the arc. Pollock to Reardon, cut off nicely by Johnson. Boy, that's the best part of his growth, has seen Johnson's defense. Now they get it into Capoletti, backdoor feed, got around Laquetta, lays it up low right. Getting back to Johnson though, his length now and his quickness, he has really improved on that. His reaction time now, the game has come to him as the Redmond turn it over. Laquetta threw it away. 4th turnover by the Redmond here. As Cook will come back in now, replacing Best, and we got a timeout taken by Bosco. Be a 30-second timeout. 8:41 to play here in the first half. Carthage up by 16. Lady Reds are on the road tonight down at Elmhurst, and they've gotten off to a pretty good start as well. Early in the second quarter, it's the Lady Reds 24, the Blue Jays 5. Autumn Kalis with 11 first half points so far for the Lady Reds. Again, they lead at 24-5. Wheaton up 29-13 down in Bloomington over Illinois Wesleyan midway through the first half. It is Elmhurst on top of Milliken 17-10. And midway in the first half, Carroll has jumped North Park 28-17. Get you caught up around the league. Hellwig out there now, replacing Jones at guard here for the Cardinals. Connor Reardon with it, left to the free throw line. Gets it back up top to Pollock. On the far side to Hellwig. Back out to Blaze Meredith, back to Hellwig, rolls it inside, but it's taken away by Krishan Cook, his third steal tonight. Cook among the conference leaders in that category. Laquetta open three, got it, left open on the right block. Able to knock it down out of the right corner. 33-14 Redmond, under 8 minutes to play here in this first half. One heck of a start here by the Redmond tonight. Pollock now working the dribble. Deep three over Johnson and hit it. Wow. Michael Pollock, 2 feet behind the NBA arc that time. Drops it in. He's got 5. 33-17 Redmond. Cook for 3. Back iron miss. Rebound Meredith. Blaze Meredith pushing it up. Got it back off to Pollock. Down to the corner to Hellwig for 3. That one falls and they're back in it. 33-20. Back-to-back threes. 4 for 11 now at the arc. Lead cut to 13. Cook now to Johnson. He wants a 3. That one's no good. That's not his shot. And that rebound snared by Reardon. Connor Reardon, top of the circle. Gets it off to Capoletti. Hands it off to Hellwig. Hellwig circles around. Got past Johnson. Missed. Late whistle and a foul called. The bump by Johnson. It was well after he dished the ball. And that will put Hellwig at the free throw line here for the Cardinals. Matt Hellwig, his 5th game. 5 for 5 at the line. Make it 6 for 6. 4 points tonight for Hellwig. Perry coming back in along with Baltimore as Laquetta and Johnson will sit down. Also in Aiden Chang coming in for Blaze Meredith. Hellwig's free throw up and good. 9-0 run here for the Cardinals. They've cut it to 11, 33-22. 6:45 to play in the half. Let's finish this one out, boys. Come on. On the drive, Cook going high off the glass. Counted in 1. Capoletti with the foul. As he got caught down low, Cook with the penetration that time. They allowed the dribble penetration down the left side. Cook able to finish at the glass. He'll get one more at the stripe. First foul on Capoletti. Team fouls even now at 3. Cook's free throw no good. Rebound Capoletti. 35-22 Redmond. Carthage at one point hitting 89% from the floor to start this ball game. Hellwig for 3. That one's in. Hellwig off the right side has brought this team back. He's 2 for 2 now at the arc. Cut it to 10. 35-25 with 6:18 to play. 11-2 run here over the last 2 minutes. Filip Bulanovich turning on the left block, missing. Rebound cleared out. Pollock coming down with it. Works it off to Chang, nearly turned it over. Got it back to Capoletti. Pulls up in the paint. Capoletti hits. They've cut it to 8. What was 20 down to 8. 35-27 with 5:50 to play. Cardinals back in it. Kudrowski now. Need a good set here. On the dribble drive, got a hand check foul. Aiden Chang that time with the 2 hands on Kudrowski. 14 foul on the Cardinals. Reset the shot clock to 20. Carthage will inbound far side in front of the Cardinal bench. Baltimore will trigger. Baltimore, Cook, Kodrowski, Perry, and Bulanovich out there for the Redmen. Baltimore high on the right, inside to Perry, back and down, turning, whistle, travel. It's about the third travel on the Redmen in the post tonight. There's been contact in there. They have let that go, and I think that's what has Bosco most upset, is there's been contact in the back. 3 on the way by Pollock. It is good. Timeout, Redmen. They've cut it to 5. 35-30. The Cardinals have come all the way back down 20. They've cut it to 5. Timeout, Redmen. 16-2 run here by the Cardinals to cut it to 5. 35-30 with 5:22 remaining. Now getting back to those last couple of traveling calls in the post. Again, it's either Perry or Johnson that's backing down. And in that last case, Bulanovich as well, trying to back down in the post. There is contact, and it's bumping them off their spot. The officials are letting that go. How else would he walk? Player's got his back to the basket, ready to put the ball on the floor, and he gets bumped from behind. That's what Perry's telling the official right now. Got bumped off my spot. Baltimore, Cook, Perry, Kodrowski, and Bulanovich for the Redmen. The lead down to 5. It was 20 at one point, 30-10. 18-0 run here. 8-0 run over the last minute. 16-2 run in the last 3 minutes here. Redmen need a good look. Baltimore inside to Perry on the right block. Turns on Capoletti. Baby hook. Curls out. No good. Rebound to Reardon. Gets it to Capoletti. Back to the corner to Pollock. Now to Capoletti. Turnaround shot. Rattles off. No good. Battle for the loose ball. Taken away by Kodrowski. He'll give it up to Cook. He'll walk it across midcourt. Redmen have gone 2 minutes without a field goal here. Bulanovich on the drive. In the paint. Going glass. In for Bulanovich. Rattled around and fell in off the front rim that time. 37-30. 4:24 to play first half. Chang with it on the right side off of Baltimore's thigh, out of bounds. Cardinals will keep possession. Shot clock set at 20. Blaze Meredith will check back in. He will come in for Aiden Chang. Connor Reardon will trigger the inbound. To Pollock. He'll hand it off to Meredith. Back to Capoletti, now out to Meredith. Uncontested 3. Got to get out there and defend it. They did not. He knocks it down. It's a 4-point game. 37-33, under 4 minutes to play. They're made 6 of their last 7 now from beyond the arc. 7 of 14 now. Bulanovich with it. To the free throw line, back out to Baltimore. Deep 3, in and out, no good. Nobody home on the boards. 12-10, the advantage now in favor of the Cardinals on the glass. Chance to cut it to 2 or less here as Meredith will set it up at the center circle. Redmen have squandered a 20-point lead here. Meredith, jump stop at the free throw line. Back out to Pollock for 3. It's a 1-point game. 37-36, Cardinals trail by 1. They've come all the way back. It was 30-10 with 10:26 remaining in this first half. Bulanovich for 3. That one's no good. They're hoping it goes in. They're not trying to make them. Throwing up a hope and a prayer. Chance to take their first lead. On the way, good three-pointer, and they have the lead, 39-37. Timeout, Carthage. Cardinals have come all the way back to take a 2-point lead. 39-37, North Central. Timeout, Redmen. It'll be a 30-second timeout. What the heck has gone on here? 29-7 run over the last 7.5 minutes here by the Cardinals, and they have claimed their first lead. 39-37 with 2:43 remaining here in this first half. At the 10:26 mark, it was 30-10 Redmond. North Central burned their third timeout. Each team has taken 3 timeouts here in this first half. And Carthage has just forgotten how to move the basketball. As I mentioned before, the shots are going up, hoping to go in. They're not hunting for good shots, they're hoping for good shots. Cook, Baltimore, Johnson, Bulatovich, and Kadrowski out there for the Redmen. Meredith, Pollock, Helwig, Capoletti, and Reardon for North Central. Carthage trailing for the first time, 39-37 with 2:43 to play. Cook will handle it now in the backcourt. Redmond need a good set here. Kadrowski on the drive. As he made his move in the paint, was fouled. Got bailed out there as he lost the dribble. The foul's going to go on North Central. Meredith picking up the foul, his first, 15th foul. Cook will inbound right to the basket. Throws it all the way into the backcourt. Baltimore will pick it up. Gives it back to Cook at the center circle. Works it off to Bulatovich. Left side, just inside the three-point arc. Back up top to Baltimore. Shot clock down to 6. Baltimore with it up high. .11 advantage. That one went out of bounds. It'll be Carthage ball. Break Redmond there. Meredith protesting the fact that he thought it was slapped out by Johnson. The official said Meredith carried it out of bounds as Bulatovich will sit down. To go here in the first half. Redmond trailing for the first time, 39-37. Washburn, Kadrowski, Baltimore, Cook, and Johnson. Baltimore on the right wing, guarded by Meredith. Back out to Cook, open. Might have been on Pollock behind, got him across the arm. It was on Pollock. His in. Cook to inbound, left of the basket. Shot clock reset to 20. Red by 1, 4. Reardon hands it off. Pollock back to Meredith now. Blaze Meredith working the dribble in front of Baltimore. Gives it back to Pollock. Now to Meredith again. Works the dribble below the free throw line. Kick to the corner, Chang driving in right side. Cut off nicely by Baltimore. Back out for the 3 by Capoletti, no good. Battle for the loose ball, tip to Johnson. Carthage comes away with it. Minute 5 to go here in the half. Cook will take it across center court. Baltimore with it. Gives it off to Kadrowski. Working the right side. Back to Baltimore now. Working on Chang. Backing Chang down to the right block. Feeds Cook. Sneaks in the lane. Lays it up and in. Backdoor sneak by Krishan Cook that time. Coming down the middle of the paint. Nice feed from Baltimore. 42-39 Redmond. 36 seconds to go in the half. Chang working the slow dribble at the center circle. Now Cook will step into him. At zone defense early. Redmond have gone back to man-to-man. Chang now. Cross court looking for Capoletti. Too hot pass stolen by Washburn. And what do we have? One has a foul. One official has a foul. Another one has Washburn stepping out of bounds. Let's see what we have. We're going to talk about it with 14 seconds to play here in the half. Both coaches want an explanation here. We have an official at the scorer's table talking about what's going on here. Like Washburn came up with the loose ball. They said he stepped out. There was no possession established, so the Cardinals will have 2 seconds on the shot clock in which to inbound and shoot here with 14 seconds on the game clock. Reardon will trigger. Try and throw it in. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Possession to the Redmen. So now the shot clock dark. Carthage will have 13 seconds in the final shot. Redmond on a 4-0 run here to close out the half. We'll get one more look here. Cook at the buzzer for three. Came up short. Kodrowski puts it back in. Count it! Count it for Kodrowski. Cook put it up with under 2 seconds to play. It clanked off the rim. Kodrowski there to retrieve the rebound and got it off before the backboard turned red. And it will count for Carthage. 44-39. Redmond will take a 5-point lead into the locker room. We'll be back after this 2-minute break. This is Carthage Redmond basketball on AM 1050 WLIP. Sir. Crowd being entertained by the Carthage dance team, their annual Christmas dance with the senior football players. I haven't seen moves like this by these guys all year long. Where's Coach Haas when you need him? Why couldn't we put this stuff on for Augustana that last football game? I think it would have helped. John Weiser back with you here at the Tarble Arena. 44-39. Redmond, all things considered, I think you have to say lucky to be ahead by 5 here. They had, at one point, a 20-point lead. Carthage, midway through this first half, went on a 20-2 run, opened up a 30-10 lead with 10.5 minutes to play. But then the Cardinals went on a 26-4 run and battled back, took their only lead, 39-37, with 1:46 left in the half, but then Carthage scoring the last last 7 points here to close out the half on a 7-0 run. and lead it here at the break 44-39. Redmond in that first half, 19 of 31, 61% shooting in that first half. Redmond were 6 of 14 from the arc and got to the free throw line only once. That was Krishan Cook on an and one, and he missed. Leading scorer in that first half for the Redmond was Jordan Kadrowski with 16. Coming in, he was the 4th leading scorer in the conference at better than 18 per game. Kadrowski was 16 points in that first half. He was 7 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 3 from the arc for his 6 points. Krishan Cook with 12 points for the Redmond. He was 5 of 8 and 2 of 5 from the arc. 6 points for Laketta off the bench. Both of those baskets were made threes for Laketta. Sean Johnson with 6 on 3 of 5 shooting. 4 points for Filip Bulatovic. And that's it for the scoring for the Redmond. Keenan Baltimore 0 for Perry 0 for 2. TJ Best and Jason Washburn played, did not score for the Redmond in that first half. 61% shooting in that first half. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, 1 point, 2 for 10 shooting. They finished the half 14 of 48%. Cardinals were 9 of 17 at the 3, and that 9 made 3-pointers, right their season average of 9 made threes. And they were 2 of 2 at the line. Scorer came off the bench, Mike Pollock. Instant offense, 14 points. Pollock 5 for 6, 4 for 5 at the 3-point arc. The only player in double figures Cardinals in that first half. Pollock with 14. It was Matt Helwig off the bench for 8. Blaze with 6. Matt Capoletti with 6. Aiden Chang with 3. Connor Reardon, preseason All-America and first team All-Conference this season. Reardon 1 for 7. He was 0 for 4 at the 3. Rebounding totals even at 14. Carthage with 2 offensive boards. The Cardinals with 3. We mentioned that total, thinking that would be the key stat tonight. Whoever wins the rebound stat probably wins this ball game. It's even at 14. Carthage with 12 assists. The Cardinals with 12 assists. Redmond forcing 9 turnovers. That led to 17 Carthage points. Meanwhile, that led to 5 North Central points. Redmond with no blocks and 5 steals. 3 of those steals by Krishan. And the Cardinals, no blocks and no steals in that first half. Redmond outscoring the Cardinals 20-8 in the paint. Second, 5-0 in favor of the Redmond. And fast break points, a 6-0 Redmond, but a 22-10 advantage over the Redmond on the bench. Largest lead for either team. Carthage led by as many as 20. That coming with 10:46 to play. Cardinals largest lead, 2 points, 146 first. Redmond the last 7 first half and lead it. Get you caught up to date on the other action in the conference right after this. Theo Powell won him. Elmhurst commanding lead over the Blue Jays, 1-19. That game now at the half. Autumn Kalis with 14 points, Maddie Kalber with 9, and Maggie Berrigan with 8, the leading scorers for the Lady Reds. It was Beth Gerke with 8 leading the way for Elmhurst. Again, the Lady Reds on top of Elmhurst, 41-19, that game at the half. Men's action tonight in the CCIW. Down in Bloomington, it's been all Wheaton tonight as the Thunder have taken a 38-21 lead at the half over the Illinois Wesleyan Titans. It's Elioth with 10 and Spencer with 7, the leading scorers for Wheaton, as they held the Titans to 9 of 34 shooting, just 2 of 18 at the 3, the Titans in that first half. Again, the Redmen in Bloomington on Saturday to take on Illinois Wesleyan. Wesleyan down to Wheaton 38-21, that game at the half in Bloomington. In Decatur, Elmhurst and Milliken tonight, and the Blue Jays lead the Big Blue 36-24 at the half. It was Thomas with 10, Dotlich with 9, Militello with 8 for the Blue Jays in that first half. Leading scorer for the Big Blue, Miller with 6. Big Blue at 1-6, Elmhurst at 6-0, looking for their 7th win of the season, and they lead the Big Blue 36-24. Take on North Park and leading scorer for the with 6. Manitoba with shooting in that first half, 19 of 31. Cardinals 48%, 14 of 29. Rebounds even at 14. And Carthage forcing 9 Cardinal turnovers in that first half to the tune of 17 Redmond points. The big 20 minutes of basketball coming up. Carthage needs to find its groove, and what's interesting, the Redmen, built that lead out playing a 2-3 zone. They really threw a little bit of a curve at North Central. Came out, played zone, and that seemed to have worked there for the first 9.5, 10 minutes of the ball game, and then Redmond came out of that with that lead, went back man-to-man, and the Cardinals built their way back in by the 3-ball. In particular, the 3-ball of Pollock. Michael Pollock, 4 of 5 from the 3-point arc, and Hellwig 2 for 2. Those two guys coming off the bench, the force there to bring that Cardinal team all the way back to a 2-point lead. So buckle down the defense on the arc, continue the rebounding battle underneath. See what the Redmen can do here in this second half. Again, both teams in the top 25 this week. 5 CCIW teams receiving votes this week. Augustana, North Central, Elmhurst, and Carthage all in the top 25 this week. Elmhurst at 17, North Central at 19, Carthage at 21, Augustana at 24. Illinois Wesleyan receiving votes. So half the league getting some love on D3Hoops.com this week. Starting 5 for both teams. It'll be Cardinal ball to start this second half. Chang, Meredith, Capoletti, Reardon, and Clausel for the Cardinals. Cook, Kodrowski, Johnson, Perry, and Baltimore. Redmond in a 2-3 zone to start this second half again. Meredith around the perimeter to Capoletti, now to Reardon below the arc. Reardon to the free throw line with a dribble, dumps it back to Chang. Flash by Kodrowski, blocked by Johnson. Perry's outlet pass taken away inside by Reardon, who tipped it over to Capoletti, who was able to finish low left. Perry had that clear out pass taken away by Reardon, and then Capoletti able to finish low left. 44-41. Now Cook with it on the left wing. Into Baltimore left side. Back out to Cook. Now gets it back to Baltimore. Baltimore double team, bump, fouled as he's thrown to the floor. We got a foul on the Cardinals. Todd Reardon not agreeing with that call. Carthage possession underneath, fresh 20 seconds on the clock. They get it inside to Perry, missed the shot. Rebound Blaze Meredith, no foul called there. Officials taking heat from both benches. Capoletti for 3, got it. And we're tied at 44, just like that. 5-0 run to start the half for North Central. Tied at 44. Carthage going right to left here in the second half. Cook down low to Baltimore. On the left block. Back up top to Cook. Cut off in the paint. Dumps it back to Johnson. Free throw line jumper. Good. Cook got deep penetration. Got immediately double teamed, but calmly dumped it back to Johnson. Hit the free throw line jumper. 46-44 Redmond. Back to a 2-3 zone. Reardon with it. Nearly walked with it. Gets it back over to Meredith. Now to the far side it goes. Clausel able to hit the short jumper. Off the left block, Clausel, his first 2 points, ties the game at 46. Johnson now high on the right. Guarded by Clausel, gives it up to Cook. Inside Perry at the left block, back out to Cook for 3. Softly puts it up, no good. Rebound through the hands of Johnson, picked up by Reardon. Down the left side goes Reardon. Gets it off to Chang, takes the dribble back up top out of the left corner. Chang working the dribble to Meredith. Wide open 3, got it. Nobody out to guard Meredith. He was left open. And the Cardinals back up by 3, 49-46, 9 points for Blaze Meredith. Timeout, Carthage. They're down to 2 timeouts remaining. Carthage will burn a timeout here. 2.5 minutes in, trailing by 3. 49-46 Cardinals. We'll take a 60 break. This is Redmond basketball on AM 1050 WLIP. Cardinals 4 for 5, 2 for 2 at the arc. Redmond 1 for 3, 0 for 1 at the arc. Redmond down 3 as play resumes. Redmond now with 2 timeouts remaining. Baltimore working the dribble left side, leads it into Johnson on the left block, guarded by Reardon. Johnson now. Swing to Cook out of the corner, driving hard, lays it up and in. Krishan Cook, 14 points, a season best for Cook tonight. 49-48, Cardinals by 1. Reardon now below the arc on the left wing. He's double teamed. Off to Chang, top of the circle 3. That clanks off no good. Perry with the rebound for the Redmen. Gives it to Cook, presses it down floor. Baltimore drives in the left side, lays it up and in from the right side. Was looking for contact as Meredith was trailing the play. Did not get the call, but the bucket will count. 50-49, Redmond back up by 1. Capoletti with it, left side to Chang. Redmond back to a 2-3 zone. Back out it goes, 3 on the way, good by Capoletti. And now we got our first flopping violation here. It'll go on Capoletti. Trying to embellish, no contact. Talking with Bosco before the ball game, he thought this is going to be interesting to see how the officials call it. And there's your first warning for the flopping violation. Next flop on North Central will be a one-shot technical for the Redmen. Todd Reardon out near the center of the scorer's table, pleading his case. 52-50, North Central up by 2. They'll face full court pressure here as the Redmen bring it up. Now they retreat as Cook will take it across midcourt. Gets it off to Kedrowski. 16 first half points for Kedro. Gets it to Johnson. Looks for the trailer. Bulatovic lays it up and in. Bulatovic coming in. Nice feed from Johnson. Tied at 52. 4 minutes into our second half. Meredith working the ball. Takes the dribble right side. Feeds Clausel, top of the circle. Hands it back. Shot rejected by Johnson. Clausel picks it up underneath. Will lay it up left side. Blew the bunny. Bulatovic able to collect the rebound. Oh, he had all kinds of time underneath and got caught between rim and backboard as Kedrowski fires up the 3 and hits. Jordan Kedrowski with 19 tonight. His first points of the second half. Redmond up 3, 55-52. Reardon now. Capoletti driving out of the right corner. Cut off by Baltimore. Back out to Reardon. Works it off to Pollock. Pollock now. He was hot in that first half. To Meredith. Running. Pulls up. Free throw line jumper. No good. Ball tapped back out. Picked up by the Cardinals and Pollock. Shot clock reset at 20. It's down to 15. Reardon with it in the left corner, guarded by Baltimore. Flips it up top. Gets it to Pollock. Into the corner, Meredith. We got an offensive foul as Pollock ran over Baltimore in the paint as he dished that one off to Meredith in the left corner. Second foul on the Cardinals. Aiden Chang comes back in, replacing Blaze Meredith for North Central. Just over 5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Redmond with a 3-point lead. Some token pressure in the backcourt. Cook takes it across. Good to have Krishan Cook healthy. He had that foot problem last year. Limited him to just the first 5 ball games. Baltimore head shoulder fake, missed. Tip to Johnson, had it, lost it. Reardon comes away with it. Reardon across midcourt for the Cardinals. Swings it off, Capoletti. To Chang on the left wing, guarded by Bulatovic. Now they try and lob it inside, broken up by Krishan Cook, but he's called for the foul as he screened off Reardon, the intended recipient of that pass. Cook tried to dive in the lane, had his left hand screening out Reardon that time, got called for the push. First foul in the second half on the Redmen. 55-52 Carthage, 14-15 to play. Reardon now in the paint, trying to go over Bulatovic. Nice defense. Kick to the right corner, Chang. Dribbles around the defense, got Cook off his feet, took it inside the arc and hits the jumper. Aiden Chang with 5 points tonight. 55-54 Redmond. Under 14 minutes to play. Cook now feeds Kodrowski on the right wing. Up top, Bulatovich for three. Back iron miss. Nobody home on the boards for the Redmen. 19-17 advantage, North Central on the glass. Chang with it now on the left side. Rolls it in. Reardon working on Kodrowski. Kodrowski staying right with him. The kick out to Capoletti for three. Back iron miss. Bulatovich with the rebound will hand it off to Cook. Quickly across to Baltimore. Keenan now. Slow dribble working on Reardon. Keenan now on the drive. Flips it up. No. Cook got the rebound but stepped out of bounds with it. Baltimore drew the double team down to the baseline, low left, took it to the basket, was hoping to draw a foul, didn't get the call. Then as he lost possession of it, Cook came away with it but stepped out of bounds, turning it back over to North Central. Redmen make a substitution here. Cook out, TJ Best in. 55-54 Redmen. Reardon working on Johnson. Gets it back up to Capoletti, now around to Clausel. Capoletti or Reardon will set the screen for Clausel. Slides off that. Now works it off to Capoletti. Chang back to Capoletti. On the drive. Blocked by Johnson. Comes away with it now to Kodrowski. Capoletti got around Bulatovich that time, but Johnson able to come around for the block. Bulatovich on the drive. Reverse layup right side is good. Bulatovich flashing in from the left corner. Went underneath the basket. Reverse to his right off the glass. 10 points for Bulatovich. 57-54 Redmen. 12:23 to play. Now on the drive, Clausel tried to force it inside. Stolen by Kodrowski. Kedro on the run. Down the floor it goes to Best. He'll lay it up left side. Missed the shot. Too strong by TJ Best that time. Cardinals come away with it. Down three. Clausel up top. Guarded by Johnson. Swings over to the right side. Johnson staying with him. Now to Chang for three over Bulatovich. Curls off. No good. Rebound inside. Kodrowski had it. Lost it. Clausel came away with it. Dished it out. Capoletti shot no good. And then punched out by Capoletti, who commits the foul. Foul will go on Capoletti, his second. Third team foul. Chang and Clausel out. Aaron Jones in at a guard. Also back in Matt Hellwig for the Cardinals. Under 12 to play. 57-54 Redmen. Johnson up top, works it off to Kodrowski. Johnson, Kodrowski, Bulatovich, Best, and Baltimore. Bulatovich turning, lost control of it. Hellwig with the foul. No, they're going to call it on Bulatovich. Oh, my goodness. Donnie Olson, the official underneath, called Bulatovich for the screen off that time as they both went for the loose ball. I thought Bulatovich had the position on the floor. Second team foul on the Redmen, first on Bulatovich tonight. Cardinals with the ball, trailing by three. Jones out of the left corner. Works the dribble now, left of the free throw line. Gets it into Reardon on the block, left side, guarded by Bulatovich. Got around Bulatovich, reverse layup good for Reardon. Reardon now, his first points of the second half. He's 2 for 8, 4 points tonight. 57-56, the lead down to 1. 10:55 to play. Johnson around the right side to Bulatovich. We got a whistle inside, and we got a foul. It's going to go on Pollock. That's his third. Third foul on Pollock, fourth on the team. So he's trying to cut through the lane. Kodrowski was trying to cut through the lane, and Pollock held him up. Bulatovich takes the inbound feed to Baltimore low left. Bumped, puts it up, short, got his own rebound. It's loose. Tries to go back up with it, and we got a foul. Lots of contact going on underneath. They're letting them play tonight. It's a man's game in the paint tonight. Foul will go on the Cardinals. It is on Pollock. That's his fourth. So this will put Baltimore on the free throw line for 2. Free throw up and good for Keenan. Baltimore coming in, averaging 14 points a game as Pollock will come out now. Meredith back in for the Cardinals. Pollock picking up his 4th foul. One more toss for Baltimore on the line. Hits them both. Lead back out to 3, 59-56, 4 points for Baltimore. Jones now dishes it off to Reardon, to Capoletti, back to Reardon. Faked it, now put it on the floor, drives the basket, overlays. Bulatovich with the rebound. Rushed that shot that time, did Reardon. Getting frustrated out there. Reardon now 2 for 9. Kadrowski to Johnson on the left wing. Outside the arc, back up top to Kedro. Around to Bulatovich, touch pass inside right. Baltimore back out to Bulatovich. Running one-hander, puts it up, no. Johnson with the offensive board, and the stick back goes down for Sean Johnson. Johnson with 7 boards tonight to lead the Redmen in that category. Timeout, North Central. Cardinals take the timeout with 9:55 to play. We'll break as well. 61-56, Redmen in front. Back after this on AM 1050 WLIP. .9:55 to play here in Kenosha. 61-56, Carthage in front. John Weiser back with you at the Tarble Arena. Final week of semester here at Carthage. Final exams next week. And then winter break upon us. Redmen will head to Puerto Rico a couple of weeks. Play a couple of games down on the island. Looking forward to that getaway. Cardinals with the ball here, trailing by 5. Capoletti with it high on the right. Gives it off to Hellwig. Hellwig driving in. The kick to Capoletti. Tried to take it behind the arc. Shot up, no good. Johnson with the rebound, low right for the Redmen. Sean Johnson tonight, 10 points, 8 boards, 4 assists for the Redmen. Chance to build on the lead here. Baltimore inside, going low left. Rejected out of bounds by Capoletti. Carthage retains possession. 16 on the shot clock as Best will trigger right of the basket. Best, Johnson, Baltimore. And the foul's going to go on the Cardinals. It's going to go on Reardon. He got tangled up with Baltimore. The Cardinals want to flop on Baltimore, but that was clearly Reardon grabbed a hold of Baltimore, tried to drag him down. Best will trigger the inbound to Johnson. Gets it back to Bulatovich. Johnson, Bulatovich, Kadrowski, Baltimore, and Best out there for the Redmen. Carthage will pull it back, leading by 5. Clock approaching 9 minutes to play. Best rolls it into Johnson. Turnaround jumper good from 12. Sean Johnson, that's where he's improved too. Hitting that jump shot away from the basket. 63-56, the lead back out to 7 for the Redmen. Capoletti, top of the circle, faked the shot, put it back on the floor, hands it off to Reardon. Reardon now, off to Hellwig. Works it off to Meredith for 3, right side, good, Blaze Meredith. 4 for 5 now at the arc. 12 points for Meredith. 63-59. Baltimore top of the circle with it now. Works it off to Bulatovich. Takes the dribble through the top of the circle. Kick to Best, left wing three. That one's off and well short. Rebound scooped up by Hellwig. Redmond with a 24-22 advantage on the glass. Capoletti for three. That's in and out. Baltimore with the rebound. He'll hand it off to Best. Best will take it across midcourt. 7:50 to play. 63-59 Redmond. Baltimore inside to Bulatovich, and he was fouled. Hellwig got both hands on Bulatovich inside as he turned to deliver to the basket. Should be in the act of shooting here. That should put Phillip at the line shooting two, and it does. That's the 7th team foul now on the Cardinals. 2 committed by the Redmen. Clausel will check in for Capoletti. Bulatovich now at the free throw line for the Redmen. 12 of 18 at the stripe this year. Calmly sinks the first. Be fun watching this kid grow in the program over the next 4 years. Philip Bulatovich. He's got all the tools. He hits both free throws there, builds the lead back out to 6, 65-59. Jones with it now, across midcourt, trying to lose Best. Continues with the dribble now. Swings over to the right side. Through the hands of Meredith, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Redmen. Jones with that crossover dribble. Johnson came out after him, tried to get rid of the ball. Meredith wasn't quite ready, and it goes out of bounds at midcourt. 14th turn tonight. Make that the 12th turnover for the Cardinals. Redmond with 8. Just 2 here in the second half. Kadrowski working the dribble, keeps it alive now. Big possession here. Best on the left side. Fires for 3, knocks it down. Off the left wing. TJ Best for the triple. Lead to 9, 68-59, under 7 minutes to play. Reardon handling the basketball, dribbles off to the right side, gives it off to Hellwig for 3, in and out, no good. Baltimore with the rebound. Gives it off to Best, he'll walk it down. Best off to Johnson, left wing, to Baltimore. Spins, kick to Best, back out to Kadrowski, 3 on the way, got it! Back-to-back triples by the Redmen. There was a foul underneath. What do we have? It's going to be Baltimore. As the ball, they'll count it. It was after the shot, Baltimore fouling his 3rd. Count the basket. And the lead out to 12 now for the Redmen. 8-0 run here for Carthage. 6.5 minutes to play. Hellwig will come out, Pollock in, Pollock with 4 fouls. So it'll be Pollock, Chang, Clausel, Meredith, and Reardon. Best, Bulatovich, Kadrowski, Johnson, and Baltimore for the Redmen. Meredith with it, top of the circle. Back out to Clausel. Gets it out to Meredith. Meredith lost Kadrowski. Step back 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Baltimore with the rebound. 2.5 minutes without a field goal here by the Cardinals. The Redmen on an 8-0 run. Chance to add to it here, leading by 12. Johnson back up top to Kedro. Back to Johnson in the left corner near side. Kadrowski now with 7 on the shot clock. Kadrowski drives the basket, missed the layup. Oh my goodness, wouldn't fall. Flashed in the paint that time and couldn't get it to fall. Meredith will drive and lay it in the other way. 4-point swing there. 10-point lead for the Redmen, 71-61. Meredith now with 14. 5:25 to play. Baltimore high on the right, up top to Johnson, around to Kadrowski, inside Baltimore. On the left block, working on Reardon. Double team by Meredith, gets it back out to Bulatovich, driving left side. Bulatovich, kick to the right corner. Best for three, got it! Oh, what a play by Bulatovich. He drove in the left side, got cut off on the baseline, fired it into the right corner, and Best drops the triple. 74-61 Redmond. Now Clausel on the drive, got around Bulatovich, lays it up and in. Will Clausel, 4 points tonight. 74-63, Redmond in front. 4:42 to play. Best works it off to Bulatovich on the right wing. Back up top, Kadrowski. Trying to lose Chang, dumps it back to Bulatovich. Contact, offensive foul on Bulatovich. Ooh, that could have gone either way as Meredith just got set as contact was made by Bulatovich. Had the opportunity to watch it again here. Kadrowski lost the dribble, then dumped it back to Bulatovich. Wow, I'm not sure he got the feet set. Looking at that replay as Washburn will come in now. Joshua Washburn in for Kadrowski. So you got Washburn, Best, Johnson, Bulatovich, and Baltimore out there for Carthage. Capoletti is back in there now for Clausel for North Central. And it's an 11-point lead for the Redmen. Reardon for three, got it. Top of the circle. Slow raise on that one, but dumped it in. Reardon now with 7 points. His first three-pointer tonight. 74-66, the lead down to 8. Johnson, high on the right to Baltimore, top of the circle, three, got it. Reardon was late to get in his face. Baltimore dumps the three. He's got 7, lead back to 11. 3:45 to go. Reardon now on the drive, trying to get Johnson off the floor. Late whistle and a foul. Johnson did a good job of recovering, but just got the body into Reardon at the last second, picking up his first foul. That is the 5th on the Redmen here in the second half. Reardon on the line will shoot 2. First one rattles in. Rarely does he miss. He is amongst the conference leaders the last 3 years in free throws at 94% this year. Consistently one of the better free throw shooters in the country, knocks down both. 77-68. Redmond by 9 with 3:35 to go. Washburn to Johnson on the right wing. Back up top to Washburn. Around to Bulatovich. Crossover dribble, trying to lose Blaze Meredith. Did not. Now back out to Washburn. Shot clock down to 10. Johnson out to set a ball screen for Washburn. Spinning. Cut off. Gets it off to Bulatovich. Contact. Meredith. We got a whistle and a foul on Blaze Meredith. Meredith picking up his 3rd, 8th team foul. This will put Philip Bulatovich on the line, shooting the 1-and-1. Bulatovich 10 points tonight, 4 for 8 from the floor, 2 for 2 at the line. Kadrowski going to check in, next dead ball. Looks like he's going to come in for Bulatovich. Freshman out of Maine South. Missing the front end. Rebound tracked down by Capoletti. 3:10 to play, 77-68 Redmond. Reardon with it now. Works it back up top. On the drive, Pollock. They'll let him go all the way. Lays it up and in. Timeout, North Central. 2:59 to play. North Central will take a timeout. They have 1 remaining. It'll be a full timeout. We'll break as well. 2:59 to play. 77-70 Redmond. Back after this on AM 1050 WLIP. 2:59 to play, 77-70, Redmond in front. Baltimore, Washburn, Kadrowski, Best, and Johnson for the Redmond. Reardon, Chang, Pollock, Meredith, and Capoletti out there for the Cardinals. Full court press, they're able to break it easily. Washburn coming down the floor with it. Dishes it back off, looking for Baltimore. And we got a double dribble on Keenan Baltimore, turning it over. He was immediately double teamed. Pollock checks back in, replacing Chang. Hellwig out there, he'll trigger the inbound in the backcourt. 77-70 Redmond, 2:40 to play. Meredith with it, high in the left wing. They working around right side. Capoletti for three. That one's off the rim, no good. Kadrowski trying to come down with the rebound. It goes out of bounds off of Kedro. Redmond were looking for a foul. He had position underneath. The guy went over his back trying to go for that loose ball. They get it in. Taking it back, Capoletti. Tried to hand it off. Pollock almost turned it over. Now they settle it down. Reardon with it, back to Pollock. Over to Meredith, deep three, left side, good. So what do we got here? We got a substitution here. The ball went loose underneath. Redmond finally picked it up. Now they'll inbound. 77-73, the lead down to 4 with 2:10 to play. They'll try and double team Kadrowski. They get it into Best, driving in left side, miss. Johnson with the offensive board, and the stick back low left goes down for Johnson. The rebound and the bucket for Sean Johnson, 79-73. Under 2 minutes to play, 2-possession game. Meredith faked the three, steps back over Johnson. Back iron miss, rebound, Reardon, or Capoletti I should say, low left, puts it back in. Timeout North Central, they'll take their final timeout. With 1:39 to play, we will keep it here. Redmond by 4, 79-75 with 1:39 to play. Carthage with 2 timeouts remaining. Cardinals out of timeouts. Possession arrow favoring the Redmond. Carthage in the bonus now. 18 fouls on North Central. Redmond have 2 timeouts remaining here with 1:39 to play. Lady Reds up over Elmhurst 63-47. 2 minutes to go in their ball game down at Elmhurst. Wheaton about to put away Illinois Wesleyan in Bloomington tonight, 76-58. Under a minute left in that one. Elmhurst leading Milliken 71-44. 6 minutes to go down in Decatur. And in Chicago tonight, Carroll and North Park. Carroll with an 11-point lead with just over a minute left in that one. Meredith, Capoletti, Reardon, Chang, and Pollock out there, or that's Hellwig out there, excuse me, for North Central. Washburn, Baltimore, Kadrowski, Best, and Johnson. Washburn takes it across. Feeds Johnson in the paint, back out to Washburn. Now to Best for three, out of the right corner, and he hits. TJ Best for the triple. Huge bucket there, 82-75, $1:20 left. Reardon on the drive, left side, cut off by Johnson. Back out to Meredith for three, that's no good. Rebound Johnson, he'll tip it off to Best. Now gives it off to Washburn. Back to Best, he'll take it across. Over to Baltimore, he'll hang on to it. As the clock slides under a minute to play. Trying to get around Meredith. Baltimore does. Leaves it for Johnson. We got an offensive foul on Baltimore as he collided with Chang in the paint. Baltimore with his 4th foul. That'll be 4 on Baltimore. 6th team foul on the Redmond, so no bonus here. Pollock will check in for Capoletti. Krishan Cook in now for Washburn. 7-point Redmond lead with 56 seconds to play. Reardon across midcourt. On the drive, the kick back to Pollock for three. Good. Cuts it to 4 here. Again, they're out of timeouts. Redmond have 2 as Baltimore gets it in. Reardon will check up on Baltimore. Try and double team. Baltimore takes it across. Gets it off to Cook on the right wing. Back up top to TJ Best. Best is fouled with 36 seconds to play. That'll be the 9th team foul, so 1-1 here for TJ Best. Best with a season-high 9 tonight on 3 of 6 shooting, all 3 from three-point range. He toes the line, shooting the 1-1. Missed it. Rebound to the Cardinals. Pollock coming all the way down. Lost the dribble, went off of him, out of bounds. Oh, they're going to give it back to the Cardinals. That went off his foot, out of bounds. Oh my goodness, both officials missed that. I'm going to take another look. We have the benefit of a replay here. Pollock coming down the floor. Oh, he kicked that one off his left foot. That should have been Redmond ball. Huge break for the Cardinals here. Chang for 3, got it. It's a 1-point game with 25 seconds to play. 82-81 Cardinals. Baltimore knocked to the floor. Fouled by Chang. That's 2 shots now. Double bonus for the Redmen. Keenan Baltimore on the line will shoot a pair here. Well, that was a huge break earlier. That ball went off of Pollock, out of bounds. Both officials missed it. Donnie Olson and John Washoe both missed that call. That turned into a 3-pointer for North Central. Now Baltimore on the line for 2. Drops the first one in. Ball clearly kicked off the left leg of Pollock, out of bounds. Baltimore missed the second. Rebound tip, but picked up by the Cardinals. Let's see how they play it. They're out of timeouts. They got to get it down the floor here. They can play it for one final 3 for the win. Pollock with it. Back out to Hellwig. Fakes the 3. Now puts it up. Rattles out. No good. Ball tipped around. It's loose. Shot rejected. Chang comes away with it. Fadeaway shot at the horn. No good. Redmond win. Carthage wins the ball game. Chang shot falls short. Carthage stays undefeated as they go to 6-0 as they hang on here at home to dispatch the Cardinals 83-81. Cardinals had 3 different looks here in the final seconds, could not get it down, and Chang with the final shot coming up short at the buzzer. 83-81. The Redmen pick up the win. They end a 6-game losing skid to North Central, and in the process go to 6-0 on the season, 1-0 in conference play. Your final tonight, Carthage 83, North Central 81. We'll step out, take a 2-minute break. Back to talk about this one. Visit with the head coach, Bosko Jurkovic, in our postgame right after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Malcolm Kelly, how are you? Carthage basketball on 1050 WLIP, brought to you tonight by Something Different, a sports fan fantasy land on 6th Avenue in downtown Kenosha. By Mason's Eatery and Pub, located on Highway 50 west of Green Bay Road. By Building Waters, plumbing, heating, and cooling, that's what they do, and refrigeration too. Francetic Tax Resolution, don't get frantic, get Francetic. Go to 262tax.com. By Luigi's Pizzeria, located on 39th Avenue, just south of Highway 50 in Kenosha. By the Berkshire Hathaway Epic Real Estate Company. By the Sinus and Snoring MD.com, Dr. Swerdlin, with his offices on Green Bay Road in Kenosha. By our friends at Lynch Chevrolet of Kenosha, located east of I-94 on Highway 50. By Ruffalo's 2 Family Restaurant on 45th Street in Kenosha. By Lou Perini's Gas and Grocery. That's home of Mama P's Ho-Ho Cakes and low cash prices for gas. That's located on Sheridan Road and 52nd Street in Kenosha. By Wingstop of Kenosha, the wing experts, located on Highway 50. By Bob Rorman's Kenosha Nissan. By the Vigiano Insurance Agency. Call Steve. He'll shop for your insurance needs. By S.J. Crystal's Menswear. For the finest in men's fashions, it's clearly S.J. Crystal's. See the man, Luisito, at S.J. Crystal's on 6th Avenue in downtown Kenosha. By Dickey's Barbecue Pit. By the Westosha Sports Complex. Zero to Hero Conditioning. Visit WestoshaSportsComplex.com. And by our friends at Triangle Flooring, Furniture, and Appliance Center. That's at Highway 50, 39th Avenue, and Roosevelt Road in Kenosha. What a ball game tonight, folks. John Weiser with you at the Tarble Arena. If you're with us in the first 10 minutes of the first half, it looked like it was going to be a cakewalk tonight. Redmond had jumped out to a 20-point lead, went on a 22 to 2 run, opened up a 20-point lead, and led 30 to 10 at that point. But North Central came back, took a lead late in the first half, 39-37, only to see the Redmen score the final 7 points of the first half to take a 44-39 lead at intermission. Carthage built out as much as a 11-point lead here in the second half, only to see the Cardinals close to within 2 in the final minute. Carthage with a 1-on-1 situation with Keenan Baltimore on the line with 23 seconds left, missed the front end of the bonus. Aiden Chang collected the rebound. He got the pass up the court. Matt Helwig attempted a 3 and missed. Pollock got the offensive rebound. Dish to Connor Reardon. His three-pointer missed, and it deflected off to Aiden Chang as time expired, and the Redmen prevail here tonight by a score of 83-81. So with the victory, the 21st ranked Redmen now off to a 6-0 start. That is their best start since the 2001-2002 Final Four season. They opened up that season 11-0. Redmen now at 6-0. North Central now at 4-3. But more importantly, the Redmen 1-0 in conference play. And that's important. Get that first conference win. Continue the momentum for Carthage. Redmond did a nice job defensively tonight on a couple of angles. They opened up in a 2-3 zone in both halves here tonight, and that seemed to create a little bit of separation for Carthage tonight. And again, talking with the coaching staff before the game, we weren't quite sure how the Redmen were going to react. Number one, playing 2-3 zone. They haven't played much of that. And also, how would the Cardinals react to that? And the Redmen did a very good job. They took Connor Reardon out of this ballgame tonight. Reardon did finish with 9 points and 6 assists, but Reardon needed 11 hoists to get to 9 points tonight. He was 3 of 11 from the field. Redmen got a great performance tonight. Unsung Hero Award really goes to Sean Johnson tonight. Johnson with 14 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists tonight for Johnson out of the post. And again, the Redmen continue to lead that category in conference play, coming in averaging 21 assists per game. Redmen got 23 helpers tonight. And the fact that the Redmen protected the basketball here tonight. That's another key factor in this one. Carthage turning the ball over just 11 times, 6 turns here in the second half. That was the other key. And what did I tell you at the beginning of the game? Whoever wins the rebounding total tonight wins this ball game. Carthage out-rebounding North Central 30-29 en route to their 6th straight win, all here at home, here at the Tarble Arena. In the second half, the Redmen go 14 of 24, 58%. For the ball game, Carthage finished 33 of 55, 60%. From the arc tonight in the second half, the Redmen 6 of 9, a couple of them by TJ Best tonight in clutch situations. They were 6 of 9 at the arc in the second half, 12 of 23 for the ball game, 52% at the three-point arc for the Redmen. Carthage coming in averaged 7 made three-pointers per contest. They hit 12 here tonight. Redmen were 5 of 8 at the line in the second half, 5 of 9 for the ball game. 4 players in double figures tonight for the Redmen. Jordan Kodrowski with 22 tonight, 9 of 11, 4 of 5 at the arc, 22 tonight for Kodrowski. 14 each for Sean Johnson and Krishan Cook, both playing perhaps their best games as a Redman. Cook tonight, 6 of 10 from the field, including a pair of three-pointers. Cook with 14 points, 3 boards, 5 assists, and 3 steals tonight for Krishan Cook. Johnson, we mentioned his line earlier, 14 points, 9 boards, 3 on the offensive end, 6 assists out of the post tonight, and 1 block for Johnson tonight. 10 points for Bulatovic. Filip Bulatovic, the freshman, 4 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 3 at the line. 10 points, 3 assists, 1 steal tonight for Bulatovic. 8 for Keenan Baltimore, 9 for TJ Best. Preston Laketta with 6, all coming in the first half. Brad Perry and Joshua Washburn held without points tonight as the Redmen prevail here by a score of 83-81. Joined upstairs here in the broadcast booth by assistant head basketball coach Steve Jurkovic. Huge, huge win tonight by your Redmen squad.
Exciting way to start the conference season. Guys were really focused. We had an extra day to prepare for them, and I thought we did a really good job. We zoned them a little bit to start and then forced Pollock into the game a lot, and we did not guard him at all. And he shoots the heck out of it, and that's one of our big keys that we did not accomplish. But we made their other guys work really hard. We made Raridan, who's, he all-American player, makes big shots at big times. We made him work for every shot he got tonight. And I think difference of small guys guard him, have some big guys with length guard him, kind of just mixed it up a little bit to make it difficult for him.
One thing I've noticed with this team, and that is you built out that big lead, you gave it up. I think in years past, this team would have packed it in and said the game over. Not this group. This group scrapped back. They scored the final 7 points in the last minute and a half of that first half, built that halftime lead. I thought that was key going into the second half. You built a little recovery. Forget about the fact you had the 20-point lead. At least you're up by 7. At least had some momentum going into that second half.
No doubt at all. That last 2-minute run was huge for us. We really needed that. I don't know what the guys expected. When you're up 30-10, you're going to win by 50. Obviously, that's not going to happen. They're a really, really good basketball team that's efficient on the offensive end, and they guard the heck out of you. I thought we moved the ball well inside and out. We got some good looks. We had some big-time players step up, and Cook got us off to a great start in the first half, really getting in the passing lanes, making them work. And shoot, shot 60% against them today, so obviously we had a few good looks on both across the board.
I thought this is what we've expected from Krishan Cook. This is what we've wanted from him. Injuries last year kept him off the floor, but a healthy Krishan Cook makes a huge difference in that guard rotation for you for the Redmen.
You couldn't have walked out of a high school game of his and could not say that this guy's going to be an all-CCIW player. He's an unbelievable athlete. He's been banged up the last few years, knee, ankle, few with both, and starting to get healthy, and you can see his burst now. And he's starting to get back to it. This is his first time playing an extended season for a while. So a couple years out, and he comes from a really good high school program where he likes to get up and down, and we have no problem with that. Let him get in the lane and obviously shooting the ball better and better as he gets older.
It's what he does, though, away from the basket. 5 assists. He's one of the best passers on the floor, and he had 3 steals tonight.
He's a really savvy player, and they started doubling him early, and he shot a couple balls in. Then when his three-point shot wasn't falling, he slashed right to the rim, caught a couple behind the defense. Really good passes by Sean and Keenan, and he's starting to get better. He's starting to get comfortable in this offense, and we're excited going forward.
Sean Johnson tonight, too. I thought this was his best game all around on both ends of the floor tonight. 7 of 9 from the floor, 9 rebounds, 14 points, 6 assists out of the post. He's one of the best post passers, I think, in this league.
he's so comfortable. He's just scratching the surface of how good he's going to be. And I think we're starting to realize that. I don't think we had any intention of him playing 36 minutes tonight, but the way they shot the ball in the first half, they don't give Perry a guy to guard, and that's always difficult for him. Not anything he can do about it. They're big guys, 6'4", 6'5", for him to chase, so that's very tough. But Sean, just really, really solid job offensively. 9 rebounds, where you always think he's going to go get it, and proud of his effort.
And one guy we can't forget is the contribution TJ Best made off the bench tonight. In 14 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 6 from behind the arc. He had 2 clutch threes in the final 5 minutes of this contest tonight to keep that at a 2-possession game.
Couldn't be more happy for him. He's the hardest working guy we have in the weight room in the offseason, getting extra shots during the day, and he hit some big shots when we really needed it. Late in shot clock, a couple minutes left in a 1-2 possession game, and he really stepped up big time for us.
You played zone for a little bit, first 5 minutes in both halves. I know that's not something the team does on a regular basis. Your evaluation on how the team responded playing in a zone tonight.
Good start. It doesn't help when you got an All-American guy in the middle of the lane who can pass better than anybody we'll see all year, and he really established the middle. Way too many easy touches inside, and I thought it's hard when you got a guy who's that good of a player in there. We did not do a good job digging it out of his hands as much, and hey, they got some guys that can shoot the ball. Pollock's as good of a shooter as we'll see all year, and a couple guys that didn't shoot the ball well earlier in the year. Meredith was 5 for 8 today, so obviously they have some talented guys that stepped up for them on the offensive end too.
Looking across the conference, Wheaton goes down to Bloomington and hands Illinois Wesleyan a loss tonight, 76-60 the final in that one. I was looking at that one. I think it was Alioth with 15, Adam with 16.
Okay.
But they just limited the Titans to just 40% shooting tonight, 38.1% from the floor. They did a nice job there. Elmhurst goes into Decatur and blows out Milliken as expected. And Carroll with the win on the road at North Park tonight, 75-63.
Interesting start. We're getting ready for Wesleyan starting tomorrow. I think we've already watched a little of their tape, have all their stuff broken down, but they're a solid basketball team. Wolf was out today, did not play, which is a huge contributor for them, 16-17 a game, and we'll be prepared for him either way if he's going to play or not. Obviously, we've been preparing in our scouting report that he will play on Saturday.
Yeah, the talk is he's been out with concussion-like symptoms. He's been going through the protocol. They're expecting him back. The other key player there is Schumacher, the transfer. He is something else, too.
He shoots the heck out of the ball. I don't think I've seen a guy move as well as he does and shoot it so quickly. And watching him on tape, wow, does he move. And obviously Wheaton must have done a really good job running him off the line, because I think entering today he was 60% from 3, something along those lines.
He was 1 for 5 tonight.
So really solid job by Wheaton that way. But, hey, it's tough to win down in the Shark. So we know that. We've known it for years, and now it's our job to keep getting better each day and be ready to go on Saturday.
I mentioned earlier tonight in the broadcast, 25th anniversary season of the Shirk Center down there.
Wow.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Crazy. And I think I was running around there when I was younger, and wow, it's aging me now a little bit. But always a fun place to play, always a really good atmosphere, and we got to be ready to work these next few days.
This is going to be different. Your first 6 here at home, and now this is the first road game.
Different routine, different way we're going to start everything going. Hopefully we'll try to get used to it, because we got obviously a whole second half of the year. You're going to have 8 of them, so 8 or 9 of them. And excited to get going somewhere outside of this place just to get a different experience.
Shrewd scheduling by the assistant head coach here as far as the home games here early. Well, didn't he do a good job? I think so.
I think so.
Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday. This is going to be a good one. It should be a good crowd, a lively building. Students are still in session. It's always a fun place to play.
Absolutely. We'll be ready to go.
Go get them.
Thank you.
Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Steve Jurkovic joining us here in our postgame tonight, up in our broadcast booth here at the Tarble Arena. 83-81, the Redmen with the victory tonight, as they put 4 players in double figures, led by Jordan Kodrowski with 22 tonight. Krishan Cook and Sean Johnson each with 14. Philip Bulatovich, the freshman tonight, with 10 points to lead the way for Carthage. Meanwhile, for North Central tonight, they also had 4 players in double figures. Blaze Meredith with 17. Matt Capoletti with 16. Kind of expect that, but it was Mike Pollock coming off the bench with 16 tonight as well. He was 6 of 7 from the floor, 4 of 5 from 3. Matt Hellwig with 11. 9 points for Connor Reardon, 8 for Aiden Chang, 4 for Will Clausel. Cardinals shot 47% in the second half, 16 of 34. For the game, 47%, 30 of 63. At the arc, the Cardinals in the second half, 8 of 18. For the game, 17 of 35, 48%. They got to the line just 4 times, made all 4 free throws. Rebounding stat tonight, Redmond out-rebounded the Cardinals 30-29. And points off turnovers, 20-18 in favor of the Redmen. Redmond points in the paint outscoring North Central 32-20, and second chance points favoring the Redmen 11-5. Score was tied 3 times. The lead changed hands 10 times. Redmond built up as much as a 20-point lead in the first half, led by as many as 11 here in the second half, and finished up a 2-point victory tonight, 83-81. Lady Reds also pick up a win tonight on the road down at Elmhurst, knocking off the Blue Jays 66-49. Autumn Kalis with 22, and Maggie Berrigan with 10, 9 each from Maddie Kelber and Samantha Woodward. So Lady Reds off to a 1-0 start, back above 500 now at 4-3 are the Lady Reds. We'll pick up play again on Saturday on the road, Bloomington, Illinois. Shirk Center, 25th anniversary season for that building. It'll be the Lady Reds and Redmond taking on Illinois Wesleyan. We will be with you at 4:45 Saturday afternoon with the pregame 5 o'clock tip, Lady Reds and Titans, to be followed by the Redmond and Illinois Wesleyan shortly after 7 o'clock from the Shirk Center. As we mentioned, should be a lively crowd down there for the Redmond and Lady Reds to take on the Titans. Next home game here for the Redmond will be a week from Saturday, the 14th. They will host Elma College here at the Tarble Arena. That will be a 6 o'clock game here at Carthage. 5:45 broadcast here on AM 1050 WLIP. Big thank you tonight to John Voinovich. Mike Love, get well, my friend. I know you've had a medical issue. We hope you're going to get better here soon. We want to see you back here at the Tarble Arena. Sue and John, we all miss you. Want to see you back here soon, Mike. John Voinovich picking up the slack as always. Thanks to our students, Nolan Grogan, Catherine Kaiser, Maleka Burganovich, Amber Baker, Austin Adam, and Brandon Kirchhoff for their assistance tonight on cameras, graphics, replay, and directing our broadcast for the video stream here tonight. And our big thank you also to Scott DeLabio for getting us on the air tonight. We thank you for that with some of the technical problems we had earlier, engineering our broadcast back at our Pleasant Prairie studios. I'm John Weiser, wishing you a very pleasant good evening tonight from the Tarble Arena. Stay tuned. Jim Bohannon coming up next here on AM 1050 WLIP. Until Saturday, have a great week, everyone. Redmond a winner tonight, 83-81. You've been listening to Carthage Athletics, heard exclusively on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP Kenosha. Good night, everyone.